yesterday. All the audio blended together. My new software is getting hard to get used to. So I'm going to redo that video today, and we're going to get into the mystery of what the heck happened to Yennifer Forsyth. And Matt Johnson, I did get your comments for everything clicks, and I will redo and make notes at today's video. So enough music, let's get to it. Let's find out what the heck happened to Yennifer Forsyth. Now to start, let's check out Yennifer's story and see how she blundered on the battlefield.
Assassins after Dijkstra.
You believe I do not remember.
But I can't resist asking Philip
Maybe it's just
about
me,
her and Dijkstra.
but I think you'd consider that in itself to be reason
I
enough.
find that so gross.
Actually, I've long wondered why you parted. Quarreled
What a
even.
sight to imagine.
You see, Geralt, there are those who keep politics separate from their private lives, and those who do not.
Which one was Dijkstra?
The more boring of the two.
Geralt,
We started talking about the past.
but didn't finish.
How do you go from being the Emperor's hostage to being his ally?
One day, the door of my cell opened, and instead of seeing the usual officer, I saw Emir. He promised to release me and grant me free reign of the Imperial Treasury, provided I did what he asked.
He told you about Ciri, and you accepted his offer. Why?
Shared aims make for strange bedfellows. I knew I had to find Ciri before Eredin did, and if any man had the power and the means to help me, it was the Emperor. Besides, once all's said and done, he is her father.
So she was on her way to Vizima when
Thanks,
she
Yen.
blundered through the battlefield.
See you later.
I got that so far. Okay, now to start The Witcher 3, you start at an oak tree where Geralt goes to sleep after tracking Yennefer across the battlefield. Her horse's head gets chopped off, she runs to a guy with a bunch of books, she blows up a bunch of enemy, and then she drops her crystal skull raven weapon right next to that oak tree. You will find it there if you start the game early. Look right at that tree where you start the game, you will find that crystal raven skull and get some fresh dialogue with her. Being that this is New Game Plus, I can't do that. Now, on that summer day in GameStop in Charleston, South Carolina, I walked in. I've been playing Mass Effect for, 6 months, all 3 Mass Effects. Andromeda wasn't out yet. And then I picked up this video for $18. It was somebody bought it and turned it right back in. I scrapped it up, picked it up, took it home, and I turned it on, and man, what a cinematic. What an awesome battle. I was hooked. I was immediately hooked and put away Mass Effect. And that is something, being that I was that much of a gamer between Mass Effect and Call of Duty. So my burning question here is, can we retrace Yennefer's tracks across that battlefield? Can we see where she ran into all these things, got her horse's head cut off, ran into the bookkeeper guy, dropped all his books and glasses, then she blew up all of the soldiers coming at her with the horses, and then she dropped the skull near this oak tree. You can find it when you start the game. If you look around that oak tree down near the road, you can find her crystal skull, and it will open up a new dialogue. Being the case here, I'm in New Game Plus, I most likely had already gotten it. So I can't show you here it is, where it is. It's next to the oak tree near the road. So we got the crystal skull at one end, I have the place of power at the other. Right there is the fire. So I'm gonna backtrack this, but Matt Johnson already commented on my video that I had to remove for bad audio. He commented that Yennefer's horse head is black, and you know what, he's right. Oh, by the way, here looking south, if you go to one part of the horizon, you can see Vizima. So that's where she went. She went south. She came from the north. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to backtrack across that battlefield. And you know what, Matt? I agree with you. Her horse's head was black. But you got to remember, she didn't look like Yennefer in Witcher 3, and Geralt didn't look like Geralt in Witcher 3. So from here, we're going to go back, and we're going to backtrack right now. And I got to show you guys and girls something pretty cool. All right, so here we go. Check it out, everybody. I found the books. There they are right there. That's where she ran into the tree. There's a little hanging branch. They got a piece of her robe. And there's the books where she ran into the merchant, right in the middle of the battlefield. It's near the place of power. It's next to 2 trees. One of them is 30 feet, 20 feet tall. There's the place of power. It's black. It's in between 2 trees. You can't miss it. So I'm working from my place of power back to the oak tree where the game starts. And of course, there's the ghoul's nest I never blew up. So I'm going to check that out. I'm going to blow it up. I'm going to loot it. And a ghoul's going to come out and I'm going to whack them. Now in New Game Plus, I'm in level 90s. And going back to Bella and White Orchard, even the Skelliges, I pretty much kill anything. Because your level's above where everything else was earlier in the game, even in New Game Plus or the base game. So you start at the place of power, that tree right there, right in front of them, just to the right. It's dark, it's black, and you can find those books. Now, as Matt said, he commented before I erased the video for bad audio, he said that it's not Yennefer's horse because her horse is black. And you know what? He's right. So I agree. I did not find Yennefer's horse head, but I found the merchant's books that she ran into. So I'm kind of tracing her back to the bridge, kind of to the north. So at least they put the books in the game. I cannot find Yennefer's horse head, which bums me out, because I really want her horse head. Remember how she loves unicorns? I want to put that head on her unicorn. That would have been a lot of fun. So, taking it from here, I'm going to get back to the tree. And this afternoon, I'm going to make a video on how to load New Game Plus. I've been getting a lot of hits in the last 2 years I've had this channel. Why can I not load New Game Plus? And there's a bunch of reasons and a bunch of ways why. For all purposes done, I did not find Yennefer's horse head. I looked hard. I had fun going to the brothels looking for it there. Plenty of horse heads there, but nothing anymore. So that's going to conclude this video. But it's great that CDPR left a little bit of clues, and I did find the books. And all I got to do is go to Place of Power, cut back south, and you can too. They're next to that stump of a tree that's black and a little tree next to it. So you guys and girls have a good one and keep on gaming, and I'm going to see you in the next video this afternoon. I've got to help the gamers load New Game Plus. There's just too many problems that can happen. So catch you guys later, and have a good one. Take care.